Hello guys, Friend here and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Finally. For those of you who remember, last time we accepted some contracts, one of which is to rescue someone from orbit. So, I just checked this just now, and we actually have a Kerbal in a perfectly circular orbit. Or I guess maybe not perfectly circular, it looks like his altitude is changing a little bit. But he's here. We can't fly him, but there he is. 110 to 98. So well within what would be the achievable orbit for our current technologies. Oh, he's EVA-ing. Is it an extravehicular activity? So, let us go get him. It might help if we used a ship that could carry more than 2 people. Do any of these carry? Or I guess more than 1 person? Do any of these carry more than 1? Load? Let's check. Nope, there's 1. Although, if I took these things off here, these little, or are these, what are these? Hello? How do I check? Yeah, they have to be these mystery goo containment units. So let's take that and put it in there. Now I'll take this off for a second there. We'll throw another command pod right here. Throw a parachute on top. And that's how this is working. Hopefully they won't die. In the interest of saving energy, I'm wondering if I should take those off. We won't need these, because it's not going to be landing on anything. So we'll just make this the Mark 2.5. Nope, I guess hitting enter doesn't work. We'll save it like that. Okay, this is our official rescue ship. Let's make sure all the staging is correct. We've got these 4 engines in the bottom. They're all good. They all split off. The main engine engages. Goes on to the next stage. Then that engine... then all of that disconnects. And then the final engine. And then these things, which I probably won't need either. Yeah, let's get rid of those. And just save it again. Remove some of the complexity. Alright, this should work. Keyword there, should. So, let's make sure it's only got 1 Kerbal flying. Yep. Flying Bill today. After we killed Jeb again. Not enough funds. You can't afford to launch this vessel. Okay, great. Well, I wanted this thing. There we go. It's just a tiny bit too expensive. What is it we can't afford? I'll take these off. We don't need them. It's still too expensive. We are really going to be pushing this. Okay, we'll throw these here. Okay, so then the 2 of them engage. Both of those. And they both eject there, and then the main engine, and none of that's changed up there. Okay. Oh, except this goes at the same time. We don't want that. So let's pop that there. We'll save it again. It's not even our standard Apollo-esque rocket anymore. This may just use all of our funds and we might not get high enough. But we've got a man stuck in space. We need to get him. So let's do it. I think. Can we just throw some SRBs on the side and use those? If we just throw some little decouplers here. Is that? Yeah, that's straight. How much do these cost? Why did... Okay. This is really pushing our available funds. But I think supposedly we get a lot of money back from it. I guess I should test these at altitude. Really, I have no idea how high this is gonna get us. Okay, so these separate that. So... Okay, you know what, let's separate them all at the same time. And we'll just throw these in there. And hopefully this will work. How much money do we get from rescuing Mr. Shepbin? That is the most ridiculous name in the world. It's not gonna tell us, so whatever, let's launch it. This is a terrible idea, guys. Ooh, let's definitely not fall over. Okay, full throttle. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, this is bad. This is bad, guys. Okay, boosters. Let's do this. I don't think we're gonna make it in orbit. We're not going to achieve anything. I've made a terrible mistake, guys. Okay, we are at 2,500 meters. Okay, 3,500 meters. Our velocity is now decreasing again. We cannot physically accelerate any faster. Well, it's going. Oh, there we are. We're accelerating a tiny bit again. We lack the thrust. Hopefully I have the fuel available in the top capsule to actually get a good orbit next to whoever his face is. Okay, let's blow all of those off and then hit this. And now we can start to slowly turn over this way. I don't think we're really going fast enough for this to do much, so let's stop it there. How high are we looking now? 19,000 meters, not very high. Oh, why are you going back up like that? Don't do that. Go here. Like that. And do that. Right there. Keep doing that. Don't bounce around. You're gonna throw off the orbit, and that'll be bad. Then we'll never get to Mr. What's-His-Face in the orbit. Up out in space. How do you leave a Kerbal in space? Although, it looks like we might be able to intercept him whenever we manage to get that high. We've got about half that rocket left there. Alright, let's pull this down a little bit. You get a little bit more bang for your buck, if you will, when you're a tiny bit throttled down. Yeah, we're gonna completely miss him at this rate. But we're trying. We'll do it. We'll get it, guys. It might take like 7 orbits, but we'll get it. How high are we? Yeah, okay, we're getting there. It'll happen. Trust me. Okay, on to what should be a slightly more efficient rocket, although it has less fuel as well. Yeah, let's start tilting over a lot here. Okay, we're up to 71,000. So what I want to do is set him as the target and wait until we have a decent intercept here. And then we can work with it. Maybe. Okay, we're still going up. We're almost in an intercept with the orbit there. Okay, I want to cut it whenever we get that intercept. Right there. Okay, that'll bring us up, and then I can think about establishing a circular orbit, and then we can work about actually rendezvousing with him. Oh, that is terribly off there. We're not even close. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to work on that too. How much fuel do we have left in this stage? Not a whole lot. Well, guys, this could be a thing. Probably should not have accepted that mission. I didn't think this through. What is our orbit height right now? 83,000? Yeah, let's try to push over here like that. Oh, here. Right there. Okay, then give it a little bit of juice. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. We don't want to use up all of our remaining fuel just yet. Let's go and push that down again. Okay, well, our intersection is 362.9 kilometers apart, but it's close. We're getting there. That is a very long distance for only 362 kilometers. Look at that, that's like an eighth of the way around the world. Maybe a little less than an eighth. Maybe like a... I don't know, like a 10th? A 12th? Something like that. Still, that's a long distance for how short of a distance it is. If any of that made sense. Right, okay, so he's there. Let's wait until we get here, which happens to be the descending node on that. Can I not set? Yeah, okay, add maneuver. What we want to do is pull it up Let's get right there. We want to pull it up here, like so, so that we can actually match with that orbit. Okay, that's a 1 second burn, so we're not going to use a whole lot of fuel there. So, time acceleration. Let's do this. Okay, we can't go any faster. We're stuck this fast right now. How low is that? Oh, that is way too low. Oh, why didn't I look at this before? Oh, guys, what have I done? Our periapsis is only at 36,000 meters. This is not going to end well. Okay, let's see if we can bump it up a little bit. Okay, mostly what this is going to do is affect this other side of the orbit, but hopefully, yeah, it's bumping us up a little bit. Okay, what height are we at now? Is the real question. Are we at 60 something? Yeah, we're at 64, so we're still technically in the atmosphere. But that's good enough for me. Okay, we can't do this maneuver anymore, so let's get rid of that. And hopefully this will make it through the atmosphere alright. So, let's do some physical time warp and hope nothing crazy happens. Just until we start to get moving upward and out of the atmosphere again, and then we can look into adjusting our... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, assuming we keep going up, we're still being slowed down a little bit. Oh, I hit the wrong button, but... Yeah, we're still being slowed down a little bit, but it shouldn't be affecting this... Okay, maybe it is affecting that quite a bit. It's also pulling it in, which is good because it's out too far. What have I done, guys? I made a terrible mistake somewhere. Oh, and that puts us almost online with that again, so... How much is that moving still? It's still moving quite a bit. Okay, let's pull the physical time acceleration down. We should be coming out of the atmosphere soon. Okay, let's bump it up just one, just to get there. And of course, we're not in space, so all the atmospheric music stuff is gone. There we go. Okay. So that should stop this from decreasing too much. Yeah, there we go. It's perfect. Okay, let's line this back up right there. Looks like it intersects right here, I think. Ish. Pull this back up this way. Let's do just a tiny bit more. Right there. Okay. Now that is in 11 minutes and 34 seconds, so let's accelerate to it. I just need to change it by 34.3 meters per second, which isn't a whole lot, but with our limited fuel reserves, it might be. Okay, we're coming up on 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Let's maybe move in the general direction of how we're supposed to be facing. Oh, that's not where the thing is it? That's the direction of our target. Where are we supposed to be going, guys? What have I done? Again. Where is the thing? Oh, we've messed this up terribly. I don't know where the little blue thing went. Oh, we're facing... No. Maybe? Yeah? There it is. How did I miss that? Okay, well... We're just gonna go with it. Okay, let's just accelerate a little bit, see what happens. Just cut it off when we get there. Like that, it's good enough. Okay, now, where are our intercepts? There, so... if we decelerate a little bit, that'll pull this back in, which could be bad, but we'll get a lot closer there. Which should give us time, hopefully enough time, to grab him, which I don't know how we're going to, seeing as we can't control him. That is a good question. How are we going to get him out if we can't take control of him and actually move him around? Okay. Oh, this isn't doing a whole lot. Never mind. Forget I did anything. My plan didn't work how I wanted it to. So, while we are close to the apoapsis, let's pull this other side back up, which will keep us in orbit longer. Theoretically, we just want this up to about 70. Although, this appears to be getting closer here. I think. Is it getting closer? No, it's not actually getting any closer. Maybe. No. That's getting closer. Is it getting closer? Very slowly. How much fuel do we have left? Very little fuel left. So let's not waste it trying to close a 300-meter gap, or kilometer gap. Okay, let's see what it brings our second intercept to. For this, oh yeah, that's much better. It's 127. But will this one get any closer after we pass through it? Yes, that gets closer too. So, maybe the next time this will be a lot closer. So that about halved the distance there. This is all speculation. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Okay, let's... moment of truth. Right here. Perfect. Okay, we've got it. Right there. It's still a 43.5 kilometer intersection, but we can make it work. So let's pull the acceleration down a little bit. Okay, maybe not that much. Okay, to right about here. Now, if we move the ship in a thiswardly direction... Okay, I kind of meant the other direction, but let's just let it drift around. And... okay. Oh, that's not doing anything. Yeah, that's just making it worse. What about this one? Yep, just making it worse. Okay, let's not do that. Well, that one's a lot closer. We can work with that. Although we've only got that one chance, and then we've got to wait until it gets all the way back here again. So that's 16.4 kilometers. That's still quite the distance to fly on just his EVA pack. But I think we can do it. Just don't quote me on that. Yeah, there, it's moving farther apart. Okay, we're getting really close now, so let's slow it down all the way. Let's see if... View and tracking station. That doesn't help me. How do we get him to do a thing? Size class A. So he's not even a Kerbal, he's just an object. So how do we actually accomplish this if we can't get him in the ship? Are we supposed to like grab him with a claw or something that we don't have the equipment to do? Apparently I didn't think this through. Okay, this is kind of starting to piss me off. How did... what? Okay, let's not do that. This... fly... There he is, right there. Now how do we get him? Can we just nudge him back into... Oh, that was not what I meant to do at all, but let's just go with it, because I like controlling this easier. Maybe not, because I think it's controlling it the opposite of how I want it to now. Okay, let's accelerate to where he's going to be, as opposed to where he is. Oh, again, it's upside down, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's check if this is getting any closer. Apparently it is. Well, maybe not. We may have already missed our intercept here, unless there's another one that I'm looking at here. We're still getting closer, but it's not listing it as the proper intercept. Okay, this ship being flipped upside down is going to confuse me. So let's just spin it over. This way, I think. Yeah, that way. Okay, let's go get him. Basically accelerating towards Kerbal now. That's already 300 meters out. Okay, yeah, let's slow down. It looks like we're gonna pass him now. But let's slow down in a this-wardly direction, so we go in his general direction. Oh, and suddenly he's going further away. Oh, maneuvering in space is so difficult. If he had an EVA pack, we could have just controlled him and moved him to us, but no, he didn't. That would have been a lot easier than trying to maneuver a ship using just this tiny little engine. Okay, let's screw that. M, nearest intercept is 1 billion miles apart. Apparently we're still off in terms of the orbital plane, or that might just be because of the little thing I just did. So if we moved this in here, like so, that doesn't help us any. Okay, never mind. But can we make it help us? It's the question of the day. Okay, we can't make that work. That crashes us into the planet. So, not yet. Well, this is going to be quite the episode. I still don't even know how we're going to get him once we find him. I may have just made a terrible mistake, and this might use the rest of our resources for nothing. Because after this, we will have no money left to do anything with. Don't know what that is. Yep, we're not going to get that done. We might not get this done. Get Shep and Kerman aboard a vessel. So we need to... He needs to get in the vessel, but we can't make him do it from our vessel. Guys, how... Okay, if any of you know, leave comments in the description. This is going to be it for this episode because I really have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I don't know if this mission is possible or if most of the missions are actually possible. So get back to me if you have ideas. Thanks for watching. Like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you'd like to see what happens. Which might just be me rage quitting the game and never touching it again. But if you'd like to see it, remember to subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.